Ladies and gentlemen, how's everybody doing? We are at Hoss Chat number 17. We made it through 17 of them. And I know every week, I can't believe that we've made another episode, but hell, it's a new day. Thank God for a new breath, a new Hoss Chat, and a new chance to learn some stuff. Maybe you'll learn something today. Maybe you'll be disgusted today. Maybe you'll get scared today. You never know. Ladies and gentlemen, I welcome to Hoss Chat today one of my tremendous pals. Somebody that you might not know, but you should know. A musician, a lover, a fighter.
Once a week.
Ladies and gentlemen, Martin DeFreese.
Thank you.
Martin, brother, how you doing, man?
I'm doing good. It's been a long time.
I know. Martin, we were just talking. I probably haven't seen Martin at least a year and a half. A year, for sure.
Is the age showing yet? Not yet.
No, he did. I thought you were going to show up with a cane or something.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Actually, I think the last time I saw you was in Port Elgin. Or no, Grand Bend. Well, we bumped into you.
Oh, yeah! No, we had a gig before that, didn't we?
I don't know if we did.
No,
I don't think we did.
No, I remember that. I was hyped to see you.
You were on a date, and I was camping, but we came to like the beach bar that was there.
Yeah, I remember that.
I kind of remember that. So I'm told. Martin, do you want to give like a little backstory? Who are you? What do you do?
I went to college with Nick, of course.
Yeah, education.
Education. We somehow made it out of there.
Allegedly.
I mean, there was a 50% graduation rate, or whatever it is. So I think we did pretty good.
Yeah, that's a real thing. That's not even a goof.
Half the people dropped out.
If you're listening
and
to
I
this,
feel terrible.
Yeah, if you're listening to it, oh no.
No, but I remember I got there, and then one of Nick's guitar players got sick, and he was like, "Martin, I know you like country music. Can you learn 4 hours of the songs in like 2 days?" I was like, "I cannot, but I'll try." And I remember on that gig, I had a headphone in, trying to just like listen to the first part of the song. Because no offense, they're all the same. It's all boom chicka boom. And then I was
1.5 like a mother effer.
Yep. Did that. We gigged for a while, and then kind of just naturally, like, we both got busy.
Mm-hmm.
I think you could tell, like, I was doing some other stuff.
Oh yeah, I think it was just the time.
Yeah, and then, but I play my own gigs 3 or 4 times a month with my buddy Joseph. Still him.
Yeah, Joseph Van Ruin.
Yeah.
Shout out. Folks, just to interject here, if you hear squeaking in the back, it's my little puppy dog. He's chewing on a little toy over there, so.
Or ripping apart a tarp.
Yeah, so yeah, he's a bit of a destroyer. So if you hear any squeaking, it's not anything weird, allegedly. Sorry man, what were you saying?
Anyway, now, play gigs 3 or 4 times a month. I finally started, I just bought an amp. Not that this matters to my story.
What'd you get?
A Vox.
Oh, cool.
A15. Anyway, I started going to Western for trumpet. Trying to pursue more education for some reason. What else was I going to say? Oh yeah, I was weighing pigs the other day. This is where all my thinking and song inspirations happen, I guess.
Wait, explain maybe to the
the
listeners.
So
what you mean by that?
So I'm a pig farmer.
Yeah, because that
I'm the person who Nick claims to be.
Because I feel like without context, saying I was weighing some pigs the other day.
Yeah, I guess.
A little greasy.
Anyway, so whenever Nick is mentioning how country he is, he's actually talking about me.
Love pigs.
Yeah, I don't, and that's how you can tell I'm a real farmer. So like. Anyway, I'm a pig farmer, and weighing pigs, you send them through a scale and you put them light and heavy. So I was doing that, and then I was like, man, I feel like I kind of fumbled this whole songwriter thing, because I know I can write songs pretty well. Not to sound like a dick. Pardon?
You can, I've heard them.
Oh yeah. Not the new ones.
Well, they're better.
No.
Oh.
That's the problem. And I was like, who haven't I talked to? I was like, I wanna write a song with Nick, because I feel like he He's always looking for more music. I'm looking for more people to write with. I want to talk to Nick. I haven't seen that guy in forever, and I was like, I'm going to text him right away after this. And 1 week after that, I texted you. Because I forgot.
That's how it happens.
Because I am a man.
Mm-hmm.
Forget I'm a man who forgets things.
I get
it. But yeah. It's good to be here. Super pumped. It's good to see you, man.
It's good to see you, man. It's been way too long.
I agree.
Me and Martin used to rule the Seneca hallways together. Running around, hollering.
The only two normal ones.
yeah. What I don't think anyone's going to hear it from there. But if you do, hey, we're not hating. We're just talking about our experience.
Oh, I forgot about that. Like, there was a lot of good people there.
Mm-hmm. Fuck.
They actually, most of the good people stayed until the end.
Yes.
Yeah. And like I still talk to some of them, and honestly, guys, if you're listening, super proud of you for making it out of there.
Oh,
yeah. Sorry.
Martin, do you want to talk about like your farming background a little bit? I feel like that's out of the realm of a lot of people's knowledge.
So I was born in Germany, actually. I used to be a dairy farmer. We were very poor. And then, for some reason, went into pig farming here. Looking back on it, probably should have stuck with dairy. Anyway, and then in 2008, we moved here in pursuits of just a little more money. It was a pretty risky move, but we made it work. And now I'm, obviously, like I said, I'm a pig farmer, but we also own like 200 acres of land. That's still the dog, by the way. It's not Nick.
No, I could get pretty close, but that's not me.
We own like 200 acres of land. And, yeah, I don't know. I don't know how else to explain it. It's very... My brother actually took over the barns recently. Too.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, my dad is a escort driver.
Oh.
Not like that. You know those big oversized loads on the highway?
Yes.
He's the guy in front.
Oh, okay.
That kind of. Yeah. Oh no, he's out.
The dog is now on the house
crap.
So your dad is an escort
He's
driver.
gonna knock the thing over.
How long has he been doing that?
So he was a trucker for a year. Now he's an escort driver for 2 years. I think for a year and a half, 2 years now. They actually, him and my mom just went to Alberta. They were supposed to be gone for a week and a half. 3.5 weeks. 3 weeks.
Wow.
They got and they're like, because they got stuck in North Bay because some load got messed up. They get paid for every day. The hotels.
Wow.
Yeah, it's stressful when you're on the highway, but like, as soon as you get like past Toronto and you're like on like some of the back highways, it's pretty good, I think.
Actually, I remember when your dad started this job because you had to get a vehicle.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Buick.
All of a sudden you were like, I gotta get something.
Yep. I got the Buick that year too. Yeah, that's true.
Is she still alive?
Yep, I think since I've got it a year and a half ago, I think I've put 60K on it. 60,000.
Wow. Yeah. Nice. Perfect for Buick.
Yep.
Well, Martin, because we're musicians, I feel like we have to hit on music a little bit.
Okay. Love to.
I remember, I don't even know how many days into class we were when we were going to Seneca. It was probably within the first week, and we all had to perform an original in one of our classes. And I remember you did Anna Marie.
I don't think I did. Yeah.
I think you did. Was that early on? Or
It was a little later, but it
Okay.
was like within the next 3 months. Yeah.
It was just one of the most beautiful, well-written songs I've ever heard.
Oh yeah.
Honestly, you played that at, I think, 2 of the gigs we've done together.
Yep.
And I remember the people that had heard it still talk about it now.
What?
Yeah.
Dude, I gotta record that.
I told
thing.
a couple of the guys that I was going to see today, and they were like, oh my god, that song, Anna Marie.
Johnny.
Yep. Shout out church.
That's how I was actually gonna tell you before we moved on. When I saw you at the beach, all I heard was "brother." I was like, "Oh my gosh, it's church!" I know that voice. And I looked up and like the sea parted, and he was right there.
Oh, he's always like that. Or if you're in a public place and you weren't there with him, like you bump into him, he always hits you with a "oh."
Yeah.
Just to let you know.
Yeah.
Just to let you know where he's at. How would you explain your songwriting style, maybe? like not to like tie you to a genre or anything like that, but like how would you explain your music in your own words?
Before I would have said country, but now it's very much country infused with blues.
Right.
Like there's a lot more electric guitar.
Nice.
And I don't know. I feel like folk is like a crappy way. Like it's just a cheap cop out, you know? Because that's just
Right.
like country. That's a big umbrella. But like folk is under the country umbrella sometimes. I feel like it's like half under.
Right, and people put like things
Like
on
Zach
like,
Bryan is like folk country.
Right.
Like the like Noah Khan is like folk. It's just weird. I would say like bluesy folk though, kind of. It's an issue that I don't know off the top of my head actually. So I gotta focus on that. But
who are some artists that like maybe I don't want to say are comparable to your sound, but maybe that you've kind of drawn some inspiration from at some point?
I'd say definitely John Mayer. Just listen to him a lot. Chris Stapleton. I use a lot of the I don't use. His solo breakdowns are very much like as soon as he stops singing it, like cuts back and like it's a lot more chill.
Right.
I do that a lot. Dave Matthews Band, just because that's what got me into guitar. Just some stuff with nice solos and nice melodies that go up and down. And I think there's nothing more important than a bridge.
Yeah.
A bridge can like, because I found it interesting. I was listening to songs today. And like it's weird. You listen to a 4-minute song just to hear one part.
Yeah.
And like, you never know what that one part's gonna be until it's done. Like you can't think of that while you write it.
That's
but
true.
Like you never know until you have it down. And you know what? A lot of songs aren't gonna have it.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I don't know.
That's very well said. Honestly, that kind of reminds me of a little story. Remember what? So I'm not a John Mayer type of guy. I'm nothing against John Mayer. Just don't listen to John Mayer often or ever really. I guess it's just not
Actually, I think you still have my CD.
Do I?
Yeah, I've been looking for it. I was
Really?
like, Nick has it.
Oh, the Sob Rock CD.
Yeah.
Oh, I should look into. I definitely probably do. I'll look.
That's the only reason I'm
here.
here. I'm just joking.
You can count me, folks. You got tickets to go see John Mayer at Scotiabank.
Yep.
And your friend couldn't go last minute, so you asked me to go with you, so we went. And we indulged in some cool stuff, and we went to the concert, and we had like pretty cool seats.
Yeah, we had seats that they were cheap, but like somehow we got to look behind the band.
Yeah,
like we were on the
parallel with
side,
them,
but
kinda.
like yeah, we were right parallel. That's right. Yeah.
What was the guy's name? That's not good.
Joseph.
No. He was playing keys for him that night for John Mayer, and he had toured. They said all his plugs and stuff. Like he toured with Michael Jackson or something.
I don't know his name, but I think about that solo a lot.
Yeah.
Like that was some crazy stuff.
I think about the Jumbotron when they put the picture of the guy up there, and I had a couple beers in me, and I was feeling like John Mayer himself, and I see this guy that they have like he's all sweaty, but he's like
Just like
making music. It's just pouring out of him.
ripping the guitar.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Nothing like a guitar.
Nope.
For music, kind of before we were doing the podcast, we were talking about plans for this year and stuff that we're kind of doing. Where do you see yourself kind of musically this year?
I'm at school right now for trumpet, but I've noticed it's definitely just because trumpet is the way I can go to school. It's what the instrument that's allowing me to go to school.
Mm-hmm.
Like guitar, I'm not classically trained with. But I that's pretty much what I'm doing, just playing trumpet and going to school. But I think it's ironically, I'm gigging more than ever, and I think that sounds like a douchebag, but like I think we sound better than ever, and I think it's because same reason. Sorry, I think it's because the pressure's gone. The pressure to like be the only thing that's important is gone. I'm really having fun again, but like, and every time I have fun, I'm like, I actually really want to do this forever.
Mm-hmm.
And like, so that is still very much in my mind, like very, very much. But doing working towards a degree in education and teaching is just not even an excuse. It's just an excuse to learn even more about music while doing music and still like moving forward with like getting a degree and stuff, you know?
Yeah, and I think like music is such a unique choice. I mean, a crazy choice probably, but as we both know, but it's a unique choice too because you can have such a clear vision of where you want to be or what you want to do in the next whatever duration of time, but you could be leaps and bounds ahead of that at that time, or you could be further down than you were at the time.
I know.
It's like the spectrum is so vast. It's I think that all the time. Like some of the gigs I've played this past year, I would have never dreamed to actually maybe ever even play in like some of the like cool venues or just whatever events or whatever. And I got to play them this early on. You almost feel like undeserving because that wasn't in your mental plan.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you have to like process. You have to live in it and be like, you know what, this is happening. We're
hard
doing
to
this.
step back, eh?
Yeah. Oh, it's so hard to step back. Or when it's happening, to be appreciative almost sometimes. You're more worried about maybe the quality of the gig to be like, oh, I'm doing this gig right now. I'm playing this venue.
I always try to do that at least once during one solo.
Mm-hmm.
When my buddy plays, I just try to like step back and be like, there's people here just watching me. They give me my attention and I give them some music.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure that's what every musician is. They just want a bunch of attention.
I think the only time I can think of like doing that was when we did the Horseshoe Tavern. I stopped on the stage there and I was just like, similar to kind of what you're saying, like probably between songs, and I just kind of like looked around. And it's one of those moments where you really come to appreciate, like when you're playing a show with your band, solo, whatever, people are looking at you, they're enjoying the music, they're taking it in, it's entertainment, but also you're an element of the entire atmosphere that's in that place. And I think there's a lot of people that kind of get into they're up on a stage and people are looking at you, they're like, oh, they're here for me, they're here for what I'm doing. And you kind of, when you have those moments of stepping back and kind of go, oh, I'm just another piece of the pie.
Just a pawn.
You're providing the music and people are providing the enjoyment.
Yeah, I agree. I think actually, once I realized that, making set lists was easier. Because I remember playing a gig, I played a popular song, people, okay. I played an original or just a song people didn't know, but more went into it because you were really excited to play it. And then people enjoyed that one. So I was like, okay, it's not a bad thing if someone doesn't know the song. As long as they can feel how much you enjoy it.
Mm-hmm.
Depends on the gig.
Right.
If they're watching you, then yes. If you're there to entertain, or like, I don't know, it's just, you know what I mean. Like the vibe can sometimes be like, they have to know the songs, they want to dance. But like sometimes you can like, you're in the background and you can play whatever you want. And you add to the element.
Yeah. What I always like to do, I'm not going to argue this is like a good thing to do, but I always look, just kind of over time, when I'm performing, I look to who I think is the least engaged in the crowd. Or the most that's just like, oh, my wife or my boyfriend or whoever dragged me here tonight. Like, they don't want to be there. I don't know what's going on in their world, but they just look so out of it. Or not into what's happening, or they look visibly like odd. Or you can, they whisper, I don't like this or whatever. I kind of watch them, and you almost like play to them.
Oh, I've never tried that before.
You know what I'm not saying it's it's what works for me, because then I kind of, in my mind I go, I'm going to make you feel like shit for not liking this.
You did that when we had a gig, because you were like, I remember I had the dobro, I don't know if you remember that.
Yeah.
And you were like, that guy had it, he didn't like it, but then he started looking at your guitar. I was like, all right, now we got him.
Mm-hmm. I do
remember that, but like, I was like, oh, interesting.
That's is that a Gibson Soundhound? I think that's what that was.
I think so.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a while. Interesting, because I find when I get very into the songs, but I also look at, when I'm like talking and bantering, I don't know, like I'm almost not paying attention.
Right.
I'm just trying to like be funny and talk, but like also not.
Right.
And like sometimes I don't know. I don't actually know. I'll have to try that at my next gig. 24th and 23rd in Stratford.
Yeah.
And Thursday.
So how many, like you said, you've been gigging quite a bit. Are you reaching out to bookers, or bookers reaching out to you? What's your process like?
I've had someone reach out to me, but I do most of the reaching out.
Nice.
Actually, it's the bunker. I play in there now, and I reached out to them, but they actually just got put into the circle.
Oh, like they're
every month.
Nice.
And whenever if ever someone drops out, they call us.
Yeah.
So we're like the guys that like fill in, which is a pretty cool
That's insane.
situation to be in.
Yeah.
Cause I just always tell them like, I have no life. Just call me.
Yeah.
If I'm there, I'm there.
And these are paid spots, I'm assuming.
Yes.
Of course.
$50 bar tab.
Nice.
Dude. Oh man, the one night.
It was easy to obtain.
Well, me and Joseph, we both had. I think at the gig, it was an hour long, 2 hours long. I think we both had like 7 rum and cokes.
Nice.
And then we went to Krabby's after and had 4 more each. It was an eventful night.
And then rolled home.
Yeah.
Nice.
It was good. It's nice. What about you? You usually do the reaching out, or are you kind of half and half now?
It's kind of tough. Yeah, I think I don't know. I don't think it's like an equal split of half and half, but I would say that's probably like the best way to explain it. It just did come out of the blue sometimes. Like you more often than not, what I come to find is you've played a gig somewhere, and somebody liked something you did, and they mentioned you to another booker's name. So maybe the booker themselves wasn't there, but somebody that works with the booker had mentioned your name. Yeah, right when we started gigging together, a lot of the 99% of those gigs was me just calling people. Hey, I see you do live music. Hey, I see you do this, which I still do. I still do a lot of cold calling, cold emails. Send my press kit over and just say, "This is my resume of stuff. This is what I do."
You're a lot more professional than I am, yeah.
It's booking is the weirdest thing, because we even had a class at Seneca about booking.
Yep.
And I would argue that.
That was useless, by the way. Oh man.
I got some Seneca enemies on here.
They asked for a review. I gave them 1 star.
Did you?
Yeah, I left a review. I told, they called me. I was like, how was your satisfaction? I was like, 0. And I got $10. Yeah, I gave 0 on everything. Like, not 0 on everything, but they asked, and I was like, I didn't like it. And they gave me $10.
What if you said you did? Would they just be like, thanks?
It's still $10. It's $10 for the survey.
Maybe like 20 or something for not liking it.
Keep going, sorry, I didn't interrupt you.
No, I was just going to say, everybody I talk to has their own process of booking. I mean, booking kind of has, the common themes of, what you should and shouldn't do. But it's seemingly that everybody kind of approaches it a little bit differently.
Yep.
Or what they send over or how they send it. And I know some people are very calculated about, days they send stuff to the booker or this or that. But, yeah, I don't know. I've always just found the best is just cold call. You like a venue, you like a spot, and you saw somebody else, contact them. Maybe you could open for somebody that when they come through town.
Yeah, we're a bit opposite now. You're very much giving her, and I'm more focused on school, but I really, really want to play more gigs.
Mm-hmm.
So this is actually really helpful advice. Thank you. I really appreciate it.
And anytime you fucking want, there's a spot for you.
Oh yeah?
Any fucking time.
I'll take it right now for that offer. Next gig you have.
Yes.
I'm being serious.
What I've been doing the past year or so, I don't know if I should ever explain this on here, is my backing band is called the Boogie Boy Band.
Yeah.
And
I know.
It's kind of like a goof off of a gig we played one night, and somebody said, "Man, you and those Boogie Boys."
Was I there for that? I don't think so.
No, this was ironically enough, the people they said that about aren't really in it anymore.
Oh, okay.
Or all of them. But it just kind of became this name, this loose, malleable name that whoever plays with me as the backing band, they're a Boogie Boy.
That's how it should be.
Some of the originals are still there, like Caleb Koo, John Lansine. Grady Kaplan plays steel guitar, and he plays with us every now and then.
Yep, I've seen your videos. Yeah,
But he's been on tour throughout the past year, so he just came back last week. That was the first gig I played with him in about a year. And then bass is always alternative. I've had Mitch Camacho, Sam Weaver, a bunch of different guys. But yeah, whenever you want, you're a Boogie Boy.
For life.
Mm-hmm.
I'm one of the OGs.
Man, that's a Hoss Chat. Where can people see you? Where can they come catch a show?
I got an Instagram page, Martin DeFreese. You can usually if you just Google that name too, there's a bunch of stuff that pops up for Stratford. But yeah, the Bunker is on the 23rd. The Delivery Yard is on the 24th. Playing at a job site brewery this Thursday. and hopefully sometime soon with Nick Boardman.
Yeah.
Either in the back or in the
What?
in the background or in the front.
Man, well, thank you for doing it.
Yeah.
Folks, thanks again for listening this week. In terms of my dates of stuff, nothing really on the horizon. I'm going to announce some March and April dates in the next few weeks. And other than that, keep breathing, keep living. We'll see you again next week, folks. Take care.